Press 1, play 2, player. Put controller in, and then turn the power button on and say, power on! Power on, everybody. Welcome to Dishonored 2 commentary. This is a little one-off thing. We're not doing a full playthrough. We're not even playing the game. It's like, so, for context, we recorded this, like, fucking forever ago. Like, when I first moved into where I am right now. And, wait, hold on. Wait, okay, hold on.
What?
We have an issue.
Audio?
Yes, it's good. It's an easy fix. It's fixed. Hello? Cool. I stream now, so I have two. I'll get to that in a minute.
Oh,
we recorded this like forever ago with the intent of doing a full playthrough, and now I have 2 hours worth of video footage that I just haven't. I can't do anything with. So that's a thing.
So we just slap on commentary on top, and there you go.
Yep, pretty much.
Done.
So we're just gonna talk for like 15 minutes every episode, and then we're good to go. We're just gonna talk about. We're gonna comment on the game and a bunch of other shit too. This is when I was trying to do weird shit. Like I was So when I used to record it, I would record it with the background behind it, and it already shaped to the stuff. But that doesn't work. Because sometimes the game will be different, so I would have to inconveniently size it to each game, which is a whole lot harder than just cropping it in the video software and just saving that as a prefix. So that if we were playing a certain game, I just pop the game video in and then just pop the crop on there, and it would crop it immediately to what I needed it to be cropped to. Hold on. Are we going to play the game? Like ever?
Old us in the past had a long intro.
Apparently. It's really annoying, actually. Any moment now, I'm sure.
You said that it doesn't start for another, 10 minutes.
It's fine. I'll just...
Speed.
Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. What happened? Okay.
There we go.
Here we go.
Game started. So, I never... Even though I was here when we were doing this, I still didn't understand this game.
Basically, so I can turn on the audio. Give me a second. It's pretty much the same basic thing we already do. I just don't have a controller in my hand. This isn't that weird, actually.
No, I just...
what am I fucking doing? Oh, I'm making it black and white.
I just didn't, I just don't understand the story of what this game was. Even when we were playing it, it was never something I could fully comprehend.
Well, we'll touch on it. I'm just making it black and white because
I actually
they added
remember
that
you doing
update.
that.
Yeah, they added the update where it was noir.
I remember.
I still haven't managed to 100% this game. I 100%ed Death of the Outsider, but that's because that shit was easy and I didn't like that one as much. I had fun. I just didn't like it as much. It wasn't nearly as enjoyable. Are we gonna play the fucking... Pick a goddamn difficulty, dude!
I'm pretty sure I was telling you to play very hard, and you're like, no, we'll just play hard. But honestly,
Probably.
I can't remember.
I can make it way harder by doing the difficulty. They made it custom now, so you can make it way fucking harder.
Oh, that's ridiculous. That's kind of cool, though, to do custom difficulty, because then you can set... I mean, this is completely off topic, but who cares, because we're just talking about stuff anyways.
Yeah.
Pokemon games should have difficulties that you can set.
That's true. I wish they had let that happen. I wish they had turned... I wish they had built the game Sword and Shield. I wish they had built the game to where you could just walk around in the grass and have random encounters again.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like...
So that's my mom. She got stabbed by that guy. I witnessed it. And then I got kidnapped by a bunch of people. And they tried to supersede my power.
So...
And that's my daddy. He's gonna go stab a bunch of people.
Is this Dishonored 1?
And shoot a bunch of people. Yes.
Gotcha.
And then, now we're in the future. He saved me. And I'm at my mother's grave.
And then
Oh,
she
and
gets
there's
stolen, right? At the beginning of this game.
so right now we're discussing the fact that there's a person called the Crown Killer that is claiming that they're killing all of her enemies first off, and now people are claiming that she or he, my dad,
Huh.
are the Crown Killer.
So Crown Killer's trying to frame them,
Pretty
but
much.
doesn't she get stolen again?
Yes and no. If I had picked Corvo, yes, but I don't actually remember who I picked in this one. Man, that quality sucks ass. I fixed that, by the way. The default quality for the Elgato is worse than what the game actually outputs and what the HDMI can take.
Crazy.
It's weird. I had to go in and physically fix it.
Dude, the black and white's throwing me off still. I'll probably get used to it, but
It's a little bit weird because the game doesn't initially come up. I mean, all the blood is red.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's actually cool. I remember, maybe it's just me, but like for manga and stuff like that, I have difficulty reading it because of the black and white. I just can't focus on what's happening, so I'm like, I get
Yeah.
distracted.
I get that. It's a color thing with the eyes.
Yeah.
For me, I like it. But if I'm reading specific manga, I prefer color.
Gotcha.
It's special manga.
I,
It's porn.
It's porn. What are they called? Visual novels. I like visual novels.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh.
No, like normal visual novels.
Oh. Oh, I get you.
Like, you were still on the other thing. I was already moving past. You gotta keep up. Also, that dude's a bad guy, yeah?
Yes. This episode might be a little bit longer because we're gonna get through the intro and then we'll go from there. It's just commentary. Like, I hope you guys are looking forward to this. The audio itself is just gonna be released on SoundCloud as like an episodic thing.
In case, you're just doing whatever, want to throw something on the background, listen to a couple of guys just ramble about random stuff, why not?
Pretty much. I mean, if people want to see Dishonored 2 all the way through, let us know. We'll go back and play it. But yeah, it's pretty much just I'm making use of like 2 hours worth of footage that I can't get those hours back.
Yeah.
But I can take them away again.
Might as well double commit instead of just scrap all the content.
Yeah. I was very upset because I don't know what happened to it.
I feel like that happens a lot,
Yeah, it's really weird too.
Audio just...
Because sometimes it's my fault, but like there's a weird thing that happens with this mixer that just recently started happening where it will just delete audio or like not record it even though I have every button pressed.
I honestly, sometimes I wish I understood more about how the program itself worked. Because if you don't know, then sometimes it just feels like it randomly doesn't work. And because it doesn't give you like a report and be like, oh yeah. This is what went wrong.
Oh, okay. Like, apparently I'm moving the head. That was neat.
Oh, like, you can already move your camera. Is she a bad guy too?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay. She seemed pretty bad guy.
She's the bad guy.
Gotcha.
Man, I loved this game when it first came out. I still love it. It's my favorite Dishonored. It improved upon the first where it needed to, and it told a fantastically beautiful story.
I feel like that's rare. Having a good first game and then the second one's actually even better.
Yeah. The third one, Death of the Outsider, felt like DLC and should have been DLC.
Yeah.
They did that a lot. They did that twice. So they did it with Death of the Outsider, and then they did it with Wolfenstein: The Old Blood.
Mm-hmm.
And those both should have just been DLC.
It would have.
The fact that they were their own games kind of made it worse.
It's like when it's like that, it kind of feels like they're scamming you a bit.
Yeah,
It's like
that's exactly what it feels like.
When
they're cash grabbing to the fullest extent possible.
And they don't really need to do that, I don't think, because I feel like
I would have paid the $30 you wanted for the game as DLC.
Exactly. Yeah. And
it's a $30 thing.
You would have
100%.
appreciated it more if it was DLC, because it's still the game you love, but it just adds more to it. Also, I see the red blood you're talking about. That's good. Oh, is that the dad?
Yeah. She just took his power away.
I thought he's the main character.
Who did we pick?
I'll pick to play as.
Oh, we picked Emily.
Which means he just dies?
No, he gets cast in stone.
Dang, okay. So Emily, both of them count as main character, like the main character, just different routes.
Pretty much.
Gotcha.
Some different outcomes. Nice little attentions to detail.
That's a cool gimmick to add.
Mm-hmm.
It adds a little bit of replayability.
It's 2 people for the second game.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
I feel like that's kind of what they were going for.
And then they did 3 for the third.
This part confuses me. I don't see how that's relevant. I don't see why that matters at all. Why are you telling me that? You see what I'm saying?
Wait, what was he saying?
He was talking about how, like, he used to do, like... He used to be, like, famous and rich and everything, and then he just, like, lost all his money and his aristocracy, and then he, like, decided to be a guardsman. And apparently that's somehow my fault in the game, and he blames us for it, and he's telling me that while he's taking me to a room, and it's like, why is this important?
I think
he's just bitching around, I'm gonna be honest.
probably. He's just salty that you
Pretty
were
fucking
in
salty.
a position of power and he wasn't, assuming he was like that, what you were saying. I like how this first episode is literally just us watching, like, the intro.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, we're just going to be watching it anyways, but, you know.
We're just watching, yeah.
It's going to be fun when you do something in game, and, like, back then when you were talking about it in game, you were trying to do something, you know, and then we're watching it trying to understand what you were doing.
Yeah.
So that we can, like,
Yeah.
be like, wait a minute, what are you doing right now? It'll be fun.
It's gonna happen.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Also, I was not expecting gameplay, but
All right.
there we
Power
go.
off, everybody. That was a 12-minute episode. Look at that. Honestly, I thought it would take us longer.
Intro was a little bit shorter than we thought.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good thing. I love games that don't have really long intros.